See, the problem was that I knew the sex of the child. It was a girl. And for some reason, I just assumed her name would be Sally. It's funny. From the very beginning, that was her name. Actually, I never talked to my wife about it. I don't know why. Maybe because I didn't want to give the name up. She probably would have gone along with it too, but that's not that that's I mean that's kind of immaterial now. So anyway, we go to get the test to see if it's a boy or a girl, and well, Nancy's a real no nonsense person. She wanted to know what kinds of clothes and things to get, and well, that was just that. I wasn't all that pleased. I mean, I was thrilled, of course, but when I first knew for certain, I guess I was just slightly disappointed. I mean, I come from a family of women, and at work I'm surrounded by women, and I love women, but, you know. But what had started happening was, it was amazing. I began having these absolutely crystal clear dreams that I remember when I wake up, and this is very unusual for me, but in them, it was just like, and I mean, these dreams were absolutely just mind-blowingly large in color and wraparound, and in them I was doing these things with this fabulous little girl, and I realized that she must be Sally. Actually, she told me at one point. She taps me on the shoulder while we're standing on top of the Eiffel Tower watching these flamingos, and well, I won't go into that, but anyway, she taps me on the shoulder and she goes, "Hey, in case you haven't caught on already, I'm Sally, twerp." And I was just like, boy, of course. And I just look at her. I just marvel at her. I mean, the presence of her. My own child. And it was totally believable. I mean, she wasn't perfect looking or anything. She had these kind of nerdy, narrow shoulders, and she was slightly pigeon-toed like me, but with lank hair like Nancy, but here she was. Utterly real. And I'd wake up having just been with her, and I would roll over and I would just look at Nancy's belly, staring at it, smiling. Because I knew she was in there, biding her time. I was very impatient to meet her, which I sometimes thought was the cause of it. You know, that somehow I made her premature. And you know the bullshit you do to yourself. Really? The worst thing was that she lived for a full afternoon. I mean, I actually held her. Well, as much as you can anyway, with those plastic mitts that go into the oxygen tank. Oh, Jesus. Oh. It's not that I hadn't wished. It's not that I wish she didn't live for those 4 hours. It's just that. It's just obviously, you know, of course, like. It's just. And she was pigeon-toed. Although that was the least of her problems. In fact, it gave her kind of a panache, if you ask me. She actually opened her eyes and looked at me late in the afternoon with this look that was so old, so sort of bemused, like, can you believe this? And she died 10 minutes later when I left the room. You know that word? Bereft? I heard it the other day and I thought, yeah. That's it. That's it. So anyway, that was, well, that was Sally.